Living a long life is something that most of us want to do. This means that we would have more time to do the things that make us happy. The 21st century is a good time to live a long life because there are more people than ever who are living to be over 100 years old. This is because of advances in science and medicine. According to data from 2015, there are 417,000 people in the world who are over 100 years old, and this number is expected to increase by 3.7 million by 2050. Are you curious to know your chances of becoming a centenarian? Keep watching for 13 signs that might just mean you'll be celebrating 100 years. Number 1. You're a runner. Astonishingly, California scientists found that middle-aged adults who ran for at least 5 hours weekly experienced enhanced physical and cognitive performance as they aged. For 21 years, researchers monitored runners compared to non-runners. Not only did the former have a reduced risk of cardiac ailments, they also had fewer occurrences of cancer, neurologic disorders, and contagious diseases. Eliza Chakravarty, the author of this research, determined that regular aerobic exercise can help keep your immune system healthy and youthful. Even if running isn't your favorite activity, dedicating 20 minutes a day to an intense workout will do wonders for both your physical and mental health. Number 2. You have a healthy sleep routine. Although we could all use more time to take naps, Harvard researchers studied the centenarians of the small island of Ikaria in Greece and found that part of their culture includes afternoon siestas. These brief yet restorative snoozes can provide immense health benefits for those who find even a few minutes each day, making it necessary to carve out some time during our hectic schedules. Researchers believe that this practice is likely what contributes to such longevity among these populations. Did you know that those who incorporate a midday siesta into their routine are 37% less likely to suffer from heart disease than those who don't? Instead of thinking, I can sleep when I'm dead, consider the lifestyle habits of centenarians. According to research conducted by United Healthcare, an impressive 79% get 8 or more hours each night regularly. Indeed, ample, restful slumber is an essential part of living a long and healthy life. Your body needs time to process vital functions, as well as heal and recover from the daily stresses of life. A lack of sleep can be linked to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and a weakened immune system. So it's important that you get enough rest. To make sure your sleeping habits are healthy ones, try setting consistent bedtimes for yourself and avoiding any caffeinated beverages in the afternoon. Plus, use your bed only for sleep, not work or television. With these simple measures in place, you'll start feeling all the benefits that come with having an adequate amount of shut-eye every night. Number 3. You're a quiet sleeper. Snoring is a telltale symptom of obstructive sleep apnea, an ailment that can cause your airway to collapse and block off oxygen for short periods. In more serious cases, this occurs up to 70 times within 1 hour. Research conducted over an 18-year period found that those without obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA, are 3 times more likely to live longer than patients with severe apnea. Not only can OSA cause weight gain, depression, and memory issues, but it can also lead to elevated blood pressure levels. If you experience frequent snoring or have felt excessively tired during the day along with mood changes, discuss these symptoms with your doctor for a referral to a sleep center. Number 4. You're careful about your diet. In a groundbreaking study conducted in St. Louis, researchers discovered that when men and women restricted their caloric intake to between 1,400 to 2,000 calories per day, 25% less than the average person consumes, they effectively reversed aging on a physiological level. In fact, their heart functions resembled those of people 15 years younger. Study author Dr. Luigi Fontana highlighted an important point. It's not just about eating less, but rather ensuring you obtain as much nutritional value from your calorie consumption as possible. Participants in this study devoted themselves to consuming whole grains, vegetables, fat-free milk, and lean meat, while abstaining from white breads, soda, and candy. According to Dr. Fontana, if you replace nutrient-devoid substances with nutrient-rich alternatives, your health will improve drastically. Number 5. You love purple-colored foods. Fascinatingly, the deep and majestic hues of blueberries, Concord grapes, and red wine are all due to polyphenols. These compounds have been shown in studies to reduce one's risk for heart disease and even guard against Alzheimer's. Not only that, but they help keep arteries and blood vessels healthy by keeping them pliable. Robert Krikorian, director of the Cognitive Disorders Center at the University of Cincinnati, strongly believes that what is beneficial to your heart could also be advantageous for your brain's blood vessels. Animal studies suggest that incorporating dark grapes into one's daily diet can notably improve cognitive function. Furthermore, recent research proves that consuming 1 or more cups of blueberries each day may help enhance memory by facilitating communication between neurons in the brain. Number 6. You stay away from red meat. While it's perfectly acceptable to indulge in a few ounces of beef, lamb, or pork now and again, the American Institute for Cancer Research warns that consuming more than 18 ounces per week may significantly raise your risk of colorectal cancer, the third most common type of cancer. Experts report that eating even just a 3.5-ounce serving of processed meat, such as bacon, hot dogs, or deli meats daily, can elevate this risk by 42%. Although experts aren't 100% sure why red and processed meat can be harmful, they assume that smoking, grilling, or curing the meats, as well as adding certain preservatives like nitrates, could produce carcinogens. An American Institute for Cancer Research nutrition advisor warned that you should only consume the occasional hot dog from games here and there. When preparing it on your own grill at home, however, opt to marinate beforehand. Cut into small pieces and flip often to prevent any carcinogenic formation. To ensure the best roasting results, keep your oven temperature set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Number 7. You drink plenty of green and black tea. Green tea contains a high concentration of catechins, which help to widen blocked blood vessels and safeguard your heart. Japanese citizens who consumed 5 or more cups daily were found to have statistically lower odds of dying from a stroke or cardiovascular disease, according to research involving over 40,500 people. Studies conducted on black tea showed comparable results. Believe it or not, you don't have to drink too much tea to start doing your heart some good. Just 1 or 2 cups daily is sufficient, but make sure that the brew is fresh and has been sitting on supermarket shelves for days. Ready-to-drink teas are unfortunately no substitute for freshly brewed varieties, as their catechins degrade quickly once added to water. According to Jeffrey Bloomberg, professor of nutrition science at Tufts University, they begin losing potency with only a few days. Research also suggests that incorporating milk into tea can diminish its beneficial impacts on the cardiovascular system, so it's best to simply use honey or lemon. Number 8. You're a woman. Women routinely outlive men in virtually all countries, and the cause of this phenomenon is due to a variety of reasons. Men tend to smoke, drink excessively, avoid consuming vegetables regularly, take greater risks than women do, and are less likely to visit the doctor when they need medical attention. In addition, men don't often nurture their relationships or maintain social contact as much as women do, therefore demonstrating that lifestyle plays an important role in longevity. Healthy eating habits, along with exercising and having the right attitude towards life, can drastically increase your chances for a longer lifespan, something which research has proven over time. Number 9. You had children in your 30s or later. It's perfectly acceptable nowadays to prioritize your career before having kids. Many women over 100 have established that. Science confirms this, and the days of having children in one's early 20s are long gone. The decades-long trend of waiting until 35 for motherhood is not only acceptable today, but supported by extensive research into the benefits. According to recently published research, women who naturally give birth after the age of 40 quadruple their chances of living a long life. Dr. Pruls explains that it's not about having children later in life that induces longevity. Rather, it is an indication that these women are aging at a slower rate and thus have increased health benefits overall. Number 10. Your grandparents lived to a ripe old age. If your grandparents live past their golden years, it stands to reason that you will have a higher likelihood of living longer too. According to a Science Journal study, healthy aging is linked to 2 elements: environment and genetics. The analysis included 1,055 centenarians and 1,267 people as controls. The researchers could forecast with an approximate accuracy of 60 to 85% if someone would live a long life or not. It turns out that, even in spite of environmental factors, genetic markers and variants determine one's longevity. This research doesn't explicitly point to the fact that these genetic traits can be inherited. However, it does suggest that if your grandparents enjoyed a lengthy lifespan, you may too. Number 11. You have a wide social circle. One of the greatest joys in life is to share it with others. While some may prefer their own company, research shows that social butterflies live longer. A review consisting of 70 studies and over 3.4 million people revealed that those who lived in isolation had a greater chance of passing away prematurely by 29%, while even people with friends but still feeling lonely were at an increased risk by 26%. So don't think twice. Take every opportunity to connect with your loved ones and make memories together. indulge in a scrumptious brunch with your closest friends, and go to an adventurous road trip to make lasting memories. After all, nothing is more therapeutic than quality time spent with those you love the most. Number 12. You always look for the silver lining. Every centenarian that you meet or hear about shares the same characteristic: optimism. With a strong will to live and faith in themselves, these people over 100 years old consistently have an outlook of positivity. Their glasses are always half full. This distinguishing trait separates them from other elderly people aged 80 to 90 who may not be as optimistic. So it is clear, when it comes to longevity and living life fully, believing in yourself goes further than being pessimistic ever could. It is often said that age is nothing but a number. Rather than thinking about how old one actually is, what matters most in the long-term journey of life are our feelings associated with getting older. If you find yourself wanting to answer the question, "How old are you?" with an age less than your own, then consider it as a sign for many more years ahead. CBS News reported on a study from University College of London, which revealed that senior citizens who felt younger than their true age had an impressively lower mortality rate compared to those who identified with their chronological age or older. Number 13. You're a regular at religious services. Proving the potency of prayer has been a contentious topic for scientists for many years. However, an investigation published in 2011 by the Journal of Religion and Health found that people who attended one religious service each week were less likely to develop depression than those who had not participated. This implied that attendance at these services might have beneficial effects on longevity, even when unhealthy habits such as smoking or drinking are taken into account. Researchers surveyed over 92,000 women with varying lifestyles in order to reach this conclusion. A study published in 1998 by the American Journal of Public Health revealed that elderly community members who frequently attended religious services lived a longer life than those who did not. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.